today's game day. I'm leaving. And hopefully I make it to the border. Last day in Canada. Got some essentials from Costco. So I'm nearly packed. I'll have this all sorted out by tonight. Yeah, we got good clearance. And the drone. Boots. This is ice. Slushy. It's -4. Although it feels warmer now. It was -4. Alright, now let's make room for the fridge. Finished packing. This is it. So right now I'm just packed up for the first long drive. The first night I'm going to spend at a hotel because it's really cold and it's my first trip in a long time, so I do care about comforts. I'm about 27 minutes away from the border. So let's see what happens. First time wasn't a success. That was 3 years ago, 2 years ago? 2 years ago. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't have no reason to be, but you know, last time I didn't either, and I wasn't allowed through. Sure, it was COVID, but I met all the criteria for going through, but I wasn't allowed through. Everything back here. I packed the air fryer, the blender, the stovetop induction, my electric unicycle, all my camera gear. I got a ton of camera gear. My gaming laptop, obviously the bed. I've got the sink, but I never got to test it because the lines were frozen because it was, you know, -5, -6 today. So I didn't get to test it. It might be damaged. I brought a backup pump just in case that's the case. So I will have some sort of water. Let's see how it goes.
Because the music that they constantly play, it says nothing to me about my life.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Where the f am I going? Niagara City of Buffalo. I don't know. Let's go this way. The easiest thing. He just asked me like 2 questions and said, "Have a good trip." It's really silly to get excited about it, like when I think of it from an outside perspective, but yeah, I've been trying to do this for so long. I can't wait. The first thing I gotta do though is get data, so I'm stopping by one of the telecom stores here to try to get a eSIM for my phone. Then I still have to beat the sundown. It's already 1:30. Should be fine. My first stop is not too far. It's 2 hours. But I might keep driving. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how the road conditions are. If this storm does not stop, I'll probably stop earlier. 3 miles across the border or so, and I've officially lost data connection to Canada. I've got no data. I'm running off map cache. Does that make sense? Well, anyways, I'm running off that. And 10 minutes from Verizon. So let's see what we can do. So, I just left Verizon. They said the Pixel 8 Pro is not compatible with their network through eSIM, and I want to use eSIM because I want to keep my own Canadian carrier's SIM inside the physical SIM just in case. So checking AT&T next. Went to AT&T and they were able to put in a physical SIM because for some reason my eSIM with the brand new Google Pixel 8 did not work. They don't know why. So now I've got data. I popped in my first location. So this is the plan to get into Pennsylvania today. To stop maybe in a town which I can't find the name of any longer, but it's about 4 hours. So I might be driving in the dark. I don't know. Maybe I'll stop before it gets dark. I'm gonna wing it. Here we go. Exactly what I wanted. I wanted to leave Canada during brutal winter conditions, and this is it. So I'm in Buffalo now, and actually it's worse here than it was where I was in Canada. I think because I'm close to Lake Ontario, I'm like right on Lake Ontario, and so the lake effect warms it up a bit, is my guess. Because here in Buffalo, it's coming down. So, as you can see, it's -5 Celsius outside. Pretty cold. It's freezing. And the wind is blowing. The snow is going. Not so much anymore, but it still is a bit. What's going to be cool is I looked up the weather for Shenandoah, where I'm going to be there tomorrow, and it's +15. So within 2 days of my trip, today and tomorrow, it will have gone up 20 degrees Celsius. And I'll put the Fahrenheit below. So that's really exciting. So look at the Renogy app that's controlling solar car charging to my house battery. You can see only 4 amps is going into my house battery. Probably like 95% charged. And so very little amperage has to go into it now. As a result, my hybrid battery is nearly topped off, and you can see that on the dash over here. Calculated that with an empty house battery. So like, let's say I use it for 2 nights worth of heating, because that does empty it, and some cooking. I only need to do 4 hours of driving at 50 amps, which is what this is rated for, in order to charge it fully. So that's pretty sweet, and that's not even considering solar charging. And I'm doing way more than 4 hours worth of driving every day, so basically unlimited use to the hybrid system and this charge controller. It's a pretty sweet setup, and I talk a lot about it in my Prius build version 2 video, which I don't know if it's out right now yet, but if it is, I'll link it. Look at these valleys. Oh! Pause the music for a second so I don't get copyright. Oh, look how beautiful this is. I'll just I'm gonna put on the dash cam footage now so we can just like take it in. I wanted to point out the fuel economy is starting to improve, so we've gone from 8 to 6.8. Notice the hybrid battery is topped off, so less and less energy is going to our house battery, and it is all going into the hybrid system, which is going to allow me to use a lot more electric acceleration, which saves me a lot of fuel. So that's going to start approaching 5.5, because that's pretty much what I average on this vehicle. That river, that's really nice. So I wanted to do an update on the fuel economy. We are at 5.1, so going lower than I expected, but we have been doing mixed street and highway. It is 4:30 and the sun is finally out. Look at that. We've also gotten to 0 degrees from -5. So We're approaching 200 kilometers into the trip. We've got my first stop 23 miles away, which is a Walmart, because I gotta use the washroom. It's another update. Look where we're at, 4 liters per 100 kilometers. And we've been averaging maybe like 50 to 55 miles per hour on these types of windy, hilly roads. So not bad at all. We've got about 15 miles left to go until the first stop. So I'm pretty hyped up to take a break because I've been driving for about 2 hours non-stop, and it's much needed to walk around and loosen up a bit. Thing worth mentioning is because the hybrid battery can now fully charge with the house battery being fully charged, I can drive full electric at these sorts of speeds. Now we're going through a town, so it's like 35, going with the speed of traffic. Look at that, we're down to 3.9 liters per 100 kilometers. Looks like a European village. That's pretty crazy. Looks like something that'd be in Romania with the industrial and the little hilly houses. Wow, this is cool. Right, it is almost 6 o'clock. I finished up at Walmart. I got so much groceries for like half the price that I would get in Canada, which is pretty amazing. I pretty much got enough groceries to last me maybe half the trip, so like 2 weeks. Yeah, pretty cool. And now I've got an hour and a half left until we get to the last city before Shenandoah, and I don't know what it's called because I have a problem remembering names, but I'll put it down below. When I'm there, I'm going to decide whether I'm getting a hotel, I'm staying at a Walmart, or I am going to the gym because it has everything. So I'll make a decision there. I feel like cooking. Although I could eat. I'll spend the night. The best deal I could find.